Hello everybody, and today we're going to try this Esper Goodish stuff list. I've never played a game with it, but our buddy Nick has played it in quite a few PPTQs and really wants us to give it a try. He is rather obsessed with this card. I think it's just because he wishes he had this haircut, but figure we'll try it and figure out. I like the idea of Esper and blue-black in general at the moment, though not really worked on the list at all, but yeah, we'll give this a try. He says the mana's fine, so I don't know. I like Raph. It's been a while since we've cast this card. I'll try not to be too insulting. Hey, Duretti. You know you want this haircut as well. I named this deck Esper Goodish Stuff. We will play first. Sure. We'll keep all four of our lands come into play, or three of our four lands come into play tapped. Already looking great. RPT. Oh, this shouldn't be RPTQ testing anymore. I've give up on that. Get wrecked, little walkie. Oh, that just turns on all the lands. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, he chose not to keep it. Get wrecked. Boom. Kind of interesting. I think I'm just going to pass here. If he tries to put a counter on the walking ballista, I'll kill it in response. If he just passes, then we get to go on about our day. I'll find a better removal spell. So what's everybody into today? Not sure if I want to kill this. I guess I won't. Opponent still has a bunch of cards in their hand. And how bad will Blossoming Defense be for us if they have it? Not bad at all. Still think it's worth risking it. Like, most of these lists just don't have defense. go to your main phase, homie. Oh, well, we don't have to care about that one at least. JK, that one actually is a lot better than it was a second ago. It's a good chance that this Supreme Will is going to be an impulse. Unless he be wilding with like a really big constrictor. Or, sorry, a really big ballista. He's got to have something, right? So we'll take this one. Ooh. So I can't really protect it if I do that, can I? Let's play this one. Hey, we had a champion of wits in our graveyard, so even lands are good now. That's pretty hot. Our opponent doesn't seem to be casting spells this game. This seems to be working out great. It seems to be working out great. What do you do? Alright, opponent's done. Well, we can beat almost no spells. What do we got here? Eldest Reborn, you do some things, but not a lot. We'll consider you. Definitely think I want Contempt. Consider you. Consider you guys. Can call Walking Ballista or Nissa or Bloodfast. I don't think I want that. Alright. So I know I want this and I may want these. What don't I want? Not a Malice has to be kind of bad in a match like this. It's just too small to ever really affect the board. The first strike doesn't really stop anything because they have bigger toughness than 2 and 3. I feel like we're a little light on removal spells. The Bestiary is pretty strong, which is why I moved the Invoke into the Considering pile. Not sure what else I take out, though. Might be able to cut a Champion of Wits. I think Nick has a delay. Alright, we keep this end. Think there is a delay. Yeah, it could just be me. I'm having pretty medium connection. I'd like to kill that, but I can't. Guess I should have brought Chapel in first. That's pretty good. Still just gonna kill that. Maybe they're mana screwed. Who knows? We certainly know we are. We probably just lose if we don't kill this. Probably lose if we don't have our land next turn as well, but it's okay. It's just going to be on the top of our deck. We're Gucci. The Invokes are good to kill Gearhulks as well. Please, no creature. That's a creature. That's a good creature. Rip. Alright, I think we're done here. He can attack for like 9 next turn. So we don't have an out at this point. The game's just over. In fact, I'm going to turn off auto yields. Because if he uses a discard spell on me, I'm just going to concede. But if not, we'll continue to play to see if we can find more information out of him. I might take the Eldest Reborn out now that we see this. I don't know. We get to kill a card no matter what. Alright, so we just don't have an out. I guess technically we have an out. And I made a play error this turn too. I should have probably invoked this before we attack, or before he attacks. Before he untaps. Because now he can put a counter on it and deal a point of damage to us regardless. So that's kind of an error by me. He's got blossoming defenses in his deck too. Wow. Okay, so it probably didn't matter, but yeah, it didn't matter at all. We had no interaction. I guess we'd have to bend that, draw that. We'd have gained 4 life. Oh, I guess maybe it could have mattered. Yeah, it potentially could have mattered depending on what his last card was. Yeah, that seemed like a pretty bad play mistake by me. I knew it pretty much as soon as we did it, but it was too late at that point. Just going to run it back. I don't want to change anything from the play to the draw. Oh, my nose is running. I'll have to go catch it. Alright, this hand seems good. This is our only white mana, so I guess I'll play it. Is that a good draw? Yeah, it's just 2 games. I think sometimes things don't line up right. This has to be the best card in our deck versus them, so. A counterspell into a Gonti? That feels pretty good. Willing to pretty much counterspell anything he can play here. That the Fatal Push couldn't kill, rather. Ooh. Relic Seeker and a Bestiary and a Brontodon. So we can scry every turn, or we can get a Bro. Or we can get a Relic Seeker that will be very good if we get several more draw steps. I think I want the Relic Seeker. I think I just arbitrarily want the Relic Seeker here. We don't need the creature. We already have this, and we can play this. I want something that can kill, like, big things. A lot of these builds don't even have Contempt anymore, so I think it's worth it to try to cast the Scarab. Hold up the defenses of the Gonti as well. The Scarab could be wild in and out at this moment. I was surprised there was only one Scarab in this deck, even though it had Champions and Liliana. Like, I would have thought Scarab God would have been great in this deck. Llanowar doesn't seem like it helps too much. Wow. Okay. think I'm just going to pass here and Fatal push to Walking Ballista when he goes to put a counter on it. Could have attacked with the Scarab God, but I have no idea like how many blossoming defenses and stuff that he could randomly have in his hand. So I didn't want to risk like some stupid convoluted stack, because I think if the Scarab God's in play, I just cannot lose, or very unlikely to lose. So it was probably too cautious not to attack, but it just didn't feel like I had to. I think I'm going to take this one. Like, it feels like the game's over. So, it didn't... if it feels like the game's over, it doesn't feel like there's any reason to give him an opportunity. Yeah, and he's done. Really love to see another Scarab God. Feel like this should be main deck and Matt's deck too, but... You know, Matt's better than me, so I'll be wildin' when I say shit like that, yo. Yo homie, yo homie, yo homie, yo. I don't know what I'm saying. Uh-oh, somebody's reduced the price. Match up. Hey, Chris. Cat Pack do what it is. We'll keep. Land is awkward as hell again. I think there's a good chance I'm going to cycle to Fetid Pools. Is the reason I let out with the Courtyard. I guess I also will kill any Land Werewolf we see. Since we're so thin on 2-drops in this deck, I wonder if it's ever... Ooh, that's a good one. I wonder if it's ever right to just wait and see if we draw Ballista before we kill an elf friend. So we're getting another snake player? Oh, that is not a snake player, is it? Alright, now these decks have crushed the crap out of blue-black. These red-green decks in my testing. Wow, he put that in the graveyard? That means he probably needs lands. Hey, homie. That's right. I cast a Rona to block. This card's great, Nick. You're right. It's like it's a really good removal or a really bad removal spell. Red Rober, send that Merfolk Branchwalker on over. See how fast I snap up this block if you do. I'd look really good with this haircut. I'm just gonna keep looking at it. Oh, hell yeah. Get that out of here. We can get it back with Scarab later. My go here is to play Ralphie into Scarab God and to start buying back the goodness. Wah, wah, wah. That's good here. It goes infinite? Apparently I'm not smart enough to understand your infinite combo. That thing be wildin'. Uh-oh. We have a problem. We have a problem. Is there anything in our deck that kills this? Huh. Seems to me like there's a problem afoot. I mean, we have a commit. What else is in our deck that can beat this? Well. What do we got going on over here? Oh, we got Vraska's Contempts. Dirt. I forgot we had Vraska's Contempts in our deck for a second. Nothing I can do about it. Ooh, that's good. That's going to go to our graveyard, and then it's going to come back this turn. Still have to pay the 4 with that. Getting that back doesn't seem great. Think I'm getting a Merfolk Branchwalker. To go one card deeper in the deck? No, I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm just going to get the Reggie. Okay, friends. Friends. Oh, I just messed up, didn't I? I should have played the champion first. Guess I should still play the champion. Maybe I find something better. I should have played the champion first. This was a mistake. I was supposed to dump Scarab God at this point. Now that can't be right, can it? Still Leaf's gotta be good. Gives me a blocker for this turn. This way he has to at least tap the Cultivator Caravan to Blossoming Defense it, so we get to save life. And then we can block the Cultivator's Caravan. And then make decisions. We can play Scarab God, but does Scarab God come close to winning? I don't know. Or we can just buy back Champion of the Wits. I think we're going to buy back Champion of the Wits. Oh, I misclicked! Oh my god, I misclicked. That was supposed to be Champion of the Wits. I probably just lost this game. Oh my god, that was so bad. That was ridiculous. Oh, what a tilt. I even shuffled away my Scarab God. Also should have played Island, but I thought my Consecrated Courtyard was tapped because I thought I tapped 7 mana and it untapped. So that was kind of a Moto bug in a way. That's game costing. Yeah. Game costing, no outs, right? I guess we have outs. I think I had a great shot to win that game till I did that. Now I don't think we have any outs to win. Except maybe drawing an additional Scarab. He's not attacking with that. That's cray. Hey, just bad luck. you just missed me making a horrible play mistake. Thanks for watching on YouTube. I'm glad you enjoy. Alright. Do we want to take that damage? Or do we just want to chump? Let's see. If we go down to 4, then we kill Brontodon. We'd have something to block. Hey, Matt. Thanks for the auto host. You got here just in time to watch me make a terrible misclick and lose. Terrible misclick. Oh, what? I'm just tilted. I'm literally flabbergasted and can't play anymore. Whatever. I block you two. It's one of the worst things I've done in a while. Yeah, focus and see if we can figure out any other way out of this game. A game that I think we had pretty close to locked up. If he hits here, that'll be real bad. Actually, I messed up there too. I think I'm supposed to just cast Raffi, Walking Ballista, and shoot the Merfolk Branchwalker, and I didn't. Yeah, I just can't think now. Wow, happened in match 2, and my brain's already mush. I need to actually counterspell that, don't I? If I counterspell that, am I dead? I'm not dead. Alright, whatever. Pretty darn close to dead, though. I'm gonna go to 2 here. Let's see, has something else. Just considering we cast memory for him, it's pretty easy for him to have something else. Wow. That feels good. He's playing around Settle, because we have so many random white lands in our deck. Hey, Markin, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Play this for 4. Let's go pass again. Kind of like the game that we're currently playing. And I can, like, play to Ralph and put the Walking Ballista down, get 2 counters on the Ballista for the Branch Walker, and then push the Cultivator's Caravan like this, so it's probably better off overall for me. I wonder what he has. It's like not doing anything. So he's just smashing with everything. So that probably means he wants to resolve a better threat, or he has like a removal spell. Whatever. Doesn't feel like we have a lot of options here. So we could double block this. See how that goes. I don't think these decks have a lot of removal in them. Even if he does have like a Blossoming Defense or something to try to save this, we can still kill these 2. I don't think these decks have any removal in them. So even if he did have the Blossoming Defense, we still had the ability to try to do this other stuff. We lose everything, but we took no damage. Yay. Alright, Scarab God, you are our only hope. And you may not be much hope at this point. We're dead if he goes for it. He played around it 1 turn, though. He may play around it again. I doubt he will now. I feel like he's just going to attack for lethal now because he has enough on the board even if I do have a settle. Like he's still got a lethal attack next turn. Attacking with those was odd. I do think we could have won that game had I not punted. So I definitely want this. Let's see, Spyglasses are good versus Goodish versus Ronus. Goodish versus like any Nissa or Skyship or whatever, but like not great. Lotus Reborn's probably okay here. I think these Knights aren't good, really. They have like a couple of Voltaxic Brawlers, but they don't really have a whole lot that we can block. Besides like some random mana producers. I'm gonna bring you in, but you're probably not a good card to bring in. Nah, I'm not gonna bring you in. I'm just gonna bring one of you in. Maybe two of you. They could have the one thing. Brain farting on what I'm trying to say, but they could have like Lifecraster's Bestiary or something. Just kind of wanting to slow... Maybe I should sideboard this out since I don't know how to embalm it anyway. Or internalize it or whatever it's called. Well, Gobo, I messed that game up pretty bad. I think I was a favorite. I think I was ahead. And I went to internalize a Champion of Wits and accidentally cast Memory and let the opponent back in the game. Anyway. That's in the past. Got to just look towards the future now. I'll cut this thing. I'd rather have Champion in this match. This sounds fine. Yeah, it was a pretty bad punt, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. Actually, it made me pretty salty. I'm still pretty salty about it. It flies and can't get killed by, like, the bro. Can chump block Thrashing Brontodons and 3/3 Dinos forever. No, friendo, don't have a Llanowar Elf. It's going to be really hard for us to beat a Llanowar Elf powered Steel Leaf Champion draw if that's what he happens to have. It's going to be like really hard for us to beat that. And that's what he has. Unfortunate. Can't put that in the graveyard. I actually think I need it. That's going to be very hard to beat because the Eldest Reborn, or the Llanowar Elf protects the Steel Leaf Champion or whatever other fatty he has from the Eldest Reborn. At this point, I'll just counterspell anything they have. We have no sweepers in our deck, so... Going to need to hit something nice. Yeah. Guess he can have that. Sir Reginald. Have a removal spell. That's bad for me. So if we get this, can we beat Reggie? Probably not. Put in our graveyard, I don't know if we can either, but whatever. Because we have a ton of creatures, mainly. And we're dead on board. That's pretty sad. Punt off game 1 and to just get smashed by Steel Leaf turn 2. Or game 2. We've only got one cast out in the deck too, so like we're only drawing to the free contempts, and like the contempts aren't always great. It's just odd. He played a round settle and fumigate one turn, and then just like ignored them every other relevant time. I like it pretty good. I actually think there's a lot of interesting decks. Like, I'm having a pretty good time with this deck. Or this format in general. I know a lot of people think there's too much red, but you just don't see a lot of red on Magic Online. I do think Chain Whirler makes a few cards a little less fun to play versus, but... so we're versus another, like, Steel Leaf type deck. Hopefully we hit lands. Almost want a Supreme Will for a land. It depends on what they cast. Well, JK. Don't want a Supreme Will for a land if they're casting that one. Now I really want a Supreme Will for lands. My back's crushing me, but that's okay. Land ho, wait. They have Spell Pierce in their main deck? This gotta be Wilden. Alright, I guess we'll play around Blossoming Defense. Get that poo-poo out of here. The third one of those. Yeah, that's going to be difficult to beat. Make the only play we have then. Up she goes. They don't have anything else we can try to tuck this next turn. We hit no creature with the Liliana though, so... well, they can just kill the Liliana too if they choose. Oh, well, they can kill the Liliana that way too. On the positive note, that means the tuck is going to be successful. And it will have one thing to slightly protect. The Chain Whirler is a sweet, sweet card. You can do so many fun things with Chain Whirler. So hopefully he doesn't have a land in the 5/5. Really want our zombie to be able to protect this Teferi. That doesn't change any things in terms of protecting the Teferi at least. Uh-oh. That does. One. Guess we'll get another white. And bluff some things at least. Certainly can't protect a fairy anymore. It's gonna be hard to win from here. Hopefully the Galta at least comes at me. Maybe we can get one more protection out to fairy. So Teferi, me. Alright, well, that's what we needed. I don't know if that's good for us, but it is what we needed to get another Teferi. That card doesn't help at all. Ooh, that card kind of does help. Yeah, the third champ was wild, and then we did get to shuffle it away, though. And you can have so many good cards here. Oh, sweet. We dodged them all. We dodged them all. We're still alive. We've not drawn our Scarab God, and we really need it. No. No, that's two attackers. Our Teferi's dead. Maybe he won't attack Teferi with both. And then we'll get another rockin' and rollin' opportunity. I gotta imagine he's killing Teferi at this point, right? Yeah, that's Teferi going. Well, our useful legend's still useful. I think we just reached the point of not having an out. I think we just reached the point of not having an out. Maybe. Oh shit, I pressed F6. I don't know why I pressed F6. Okay, doesn't matter. So far both green decks have just smashed us. Alright, so we want this, we want this, we want this, and I guess I want this. Maybe I want this. Just don't think I want these. I don't know, these aren't bad in this match. It's got a bunch of like Murphoch Branchwalkers and stuff. Like so heavy on fours. Maybe I'm just wrong about how good this card is. You cut Knights and a Wrath. I was cutting very different cards. Oh. I don't think the Knights are that terrible on the draw. I don't think they're good. You have me sideboarding out a bunch more cards than I want to bring in. I'll try this. We'll keep this hand. This is the type of hand that I want in a match like this. I just want a bunch of one-for-one type things. Actually, I'm going to leave the Consecrated Courtyard here because I want to be able to Fatal Push a Llanowar Elf and then turn 2 cast Search for Azcanta. Joke's on me. I don't get to do it. I don't think casting this on turn 3 is going to be super relevant, but we'll find out. Looks like I was wrong and it's going to be relevant. Actually don't want to put that in my graveyard. Just kind of want to play like a blue-black control deck in a match like this, I believe. They have like a land plus a spell pierce plus a champion. It's not even that bad because of the cast down. It's a weird card to still have in, I think. We don't have any Doomfalls, do we? So, like, we're pretty code to Carnage Tyrant, too, aren't we? I just realized that. We're pretty code to Carnage Tyrant. Guess I don't want to put that in my graveyard. I don't want to deal with Carnage this turn, so... That one makes me a little sad. Can we get a black? May kill search, but... Ooh. Don't hate drawing that. Little Death Toucher for him. I just don't want any of these cards. Guess I'll take this. Maybe we can get multiple activations out of a Death Toucher. I don't want to take the Kenner because if it somehow dies, he gets to buy it back, and the Llanowar Elf doesn't really help us. It's our only search for Azcanta in the deck as well, so... Traded our land for a slightly better land? So we'll offer him the double block. I'll use the Blossoming Defense if he takes it. I guess he just thought he might need... I thought he probably thought there was a chance he'd need mana on his next turn. Alright. I take the pain. There we go. That's the type of card we need here. Alright, I guess it's pretty easy to dump these two. Keep the big dog and his friend. So opponent has 11 now. to start worrying about Galtas. See if this resolves or gets committed. Guess we're ahead, so we're attacking. Don't care if he buys or like blocks of this and buys it back next turn because that gives us something to use our cast down on. And Pingo is his name of. Yep. So we at least turn Galta off for a little while. Oh, I was wrong. He actually could cast Galta last turn. I forgot the Servant taps for mana. Haha, brain fart. Yeah, he had 12 exactly. I forgot the Servant taps for mana. I wonder what opponent has. Guess he's got like some negate type effects. So it's fun to let him never use them. Hey Sparrow, thank you for the auto host. Not that I think you're even here and able to hear. Alright. So does that match change any on the play and the draw? It did show me Servants, which makes the Knights slightly better blockers. It didn't show me much for the negate. Showed Nissa, the Lifecraster's Bestiary, and we know he's going to have his own blue cards, but I don't think that's stuff we're going to worry about. I think I'm actually going to pop these two out of the deck and bring these in, because he showed us Llanowar Elves and Servants and Merfolk Branchwalkers, so there's some percentage of a chance that we just get to smash him with these, and I don't think our Knights of Malice are even any good, so like sideboarding out the Knights of Malice doesn't feel like it hurts. Yeah, this is the type of hand I like in this match. Obviously we need several more land, but this is kind of like where I want to be. That's not where I want him to be. The third Fatal Push probably isn't going to be great. Hey, Joseph. Don't do it. Okay. Could have been worse. I mean, that seems still incredibly hard to beat. But we do have some time. We'll take 5 this turn. Land? That's kind of a land. He showed us that he has Ripjaw Raptors in his deck, so I'm actually going to hold up Syncopate here to see if we can get one. Yeah, it seems pretty good. Let's see what he targets. So he's targeting that one. Might be able to get a Spell Pierce or a Blossoming Defense. Oh. I guess we can't. Kill that too, then. I'm actually just going to hold up the Syncopate here. I'm willing to Syncopate anything he plays. And then maybe we can just jam to Fairy next turn if we get lucky and tuck. But anything he plays, I'm willing to Syncopate. Land? Untapped? No, I'm not that lucky. Alright. Alright, I think we're going to discard this, and I think we're going to discard... I kind of want the second Teferi, because I think it's going to be harder to protect the first one. I don't think Ralph's super good anyway. That's good. So this could be the Spell Pierce or a Blossoming Defense. It is neither. Then we'll hold the champion back to chump with. Nice. Up, dog. Ooh. That seems pretty good here. I know he can kill it with the Brontodon, but it's something else that can block and do weird stuff. And the other cards that he showed us just didn't seem particularly good. But I like the idea of being able to block down the Brontodon. He actually doesn't get to kill Teferi with a pump is why the heart's so cool. I love things like that. So it looks like we're trying to protect something and we're in fact just not, we don't care about it, which is just brilliant. He never really got his foot back under the ground after he mulliganed this game. Ripjaw's a card. Just targeting that. I think I'm gonna block. Mostly because I'm wanting to buy that back. More so than I worry. More so than caring about the 4 damage. I'm hoping to buy that back soon. Well, that didn't go how I really wanted. No, whoops. Messed that up. Could have tapped 2 of my lands and untapped 2 of my lands. Not that it would have changed anything. Do I care about saving this? Feels to me like I don't really care about that card. He gets to draw like this. It just feels like I don't care about that card. Maybe it was worth it because I also don't care about my Heart of Kirin. Heart of Kirin could have just prevented some damage, maybe? He gets a pretty clean kill on this. play this because of Spell Pierce. Alright, so we get to play the Champion of the Wits next turn and tick up to Teferi. Oh god, he had a Sky Sovereign left after all of that time? Okay. Ain't gotta convince me to play this one. Because that one can buy back the Thrashing Brontodon, it can buy back the Champion of Wits, it can just do a lot of wild and crazy things at the moment. He can't even crew that. I definitely think I'm going to get the Brontodon back. I'll leave that on top. That way I get a second activation if I want. And we're going to start ending the game because Scarab God just ends the game even when these green decks are even remotely close. So he has to hit something pretty good here just not to be dead. His Golden Demises weren't particularly good either, but when he showed us Kenras, Branchwalkers, Elves, and Servants, I thought they would be okay. I could, but I'm not worried about their god anymore. Their god doesn't matter anymore. We're just going to win with whatever we have. Like, they can't block at all. We're going to get back like one thing at the end of their next turn or whatever. And the god itself can't block because we can kill this. So the god itself can't even block in that situation. So like it's actually good for them to draw it. It's dead because we're lethal the next turn. Mana's awkward. Awkward AF. I think we keep it anyway. I mean, we do have some graveyard synergies too. Like we have a Liliana, we have a Scarab God, we have a Rona. So like putting things in the graveyard isn't completely terrible, and it's just really good versus all of the blue-white decks. Oh, they have a Scarab or a GPG. Alright. I think this will be a hard match. Be a little easier post-board, but I think in general it's still just going to be a hard match. Unfortunate. Well, I also did not build this deck. This is a donation deck. Well, kind of. I feel like this match just is not winnable. At least pre-boarded games. There's like some world where I draw a land next turn and can tuck this GPG and like maybe we get there from that spot, but that doesn't feel like very likely things. That's unfortunate too. I think most players would have just made that a 6-6 and that would have been much better for us. Alright, do we get to tuck? We do not get to tuck. I think we scoop on that point. Let's go ahead and move into the sideboard of games before he sees any more of our deck. Definitely want this, definitely want this. 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 Actually think you're okay because they bring in Angel of Sanction sometimes. What is bad? You're fine. You're fine. Some of you are slow, but you're all fine. You don't seem impressive to me. So I think in general I want to take out most of the removal to start with. I think I want to do something like this. Sometimes I have settled a wreckage, but I don't think that's good enough. What's our current record? Currently 2-1 and potentially could have been better than that if, you know, I didn't breathe out of my mouth. Not enough land. I think we keep this. Uh, Definitely keep another land. Oh, I thought I pressed F6 already. Oh, cool. I put a GPG in their graveyard for them. Their hand is miserable. Maybe I'm not supposed to bring in Duresses, but like everybody says to bring in Duresses, I used to not bring them in. But, because you normally hit something with them. Just so happened that our opponent's hand was like abysmal. Don't mind that being there. If you hit a champion, I'm going to be super sad. Because he's got a ton of land drops and we don't. And that's important in this game spot. kind of want to cycle this. So, like, I feel like getting a bunch of lands is important now. Opponent has 2 unknown cards. Yeah, I'm just gonna cycle. Oh, exactly what we needed, a Knot of Malice. That'll get us everywhere. No fear. That's what we got. I just can't ever cast that, can I? I think at some point in this game I'm going to try to commit memory. And then I'm just going to lose miserably when it fails. I'm considering just trying to commit this. Still has an island in his hand, unless I'm confused. Yeah, I'm crazy. You can still use it. Damn, so close. So close. Like, I feel so far behind this game that I was just stone rolling the dice there that we'd hit a land and get to commit. He's not replaying that card. That blows my mind by itself. To know one of the 3 cards in his hand. Alright, so we're probably dead. And I'm fine with that. Boom. It is not a mana ability, no. Mana abilities are things like Llanowar Elves. I assume he was joking. Yeah, let's see if we get a pity chest. I assume he was joking. I don't know that he was joking. Alright, well, we have to mulligan that. I guess we keep this one. I kind of want it, but it seems pretty bad, so. Good luck and have fun, friendo. Apologize if you guys can hear my printer. I guess I'm going to counterspell that. Since I'm playing a 3-drop it can kill. This doesn't seem good for us. Things already seem to be starting to go bad. Guess we'll get rid of you. And I'm just not willing to get rid of either of these cards. So I'm going to get rid of the Contempt. Oh, really? Okay. Cool. Opponent's going to give us a chance. He's not casting things. We mulliganed and he's the one that's mana screwed. That feels like fair. Fair games of Magic. Does it have a 3-drop either of any kind? Hmm. Yeah, he's mana screwed. We'll keep that too. I keep every counter spell I can draw if our opponent can only play one spell a turn. That long term think that feels like it's probably going to be pretty good for us. Question is, would I counterspell like a champion of the wits here? I think so. If he's not like making his land drop, letting him loot for land seems bad. So when you give him a stone cold stunner, man. That's right. Probably shouldn't suggest violence to somebody you're playing versus. I kind of want to counterspell that just so he doesn't hit a land. Is that going too far to counterspell that? Hmm. Yeah, I give up. I really want to counterspell that, but I'm not going to. I do, however, now think I'm just going to use my Supreme Will to try to hit a land myself and try to power into Search for Azcanta. Kind of want Ralphie, but whatever. We'll just take our land. He got really mad? How can you get mad over that? That seems like the silliest thing to get mad over. I have no idea, by the way, why I did not play the farmland. I was just like arbitrarily clicking things. So our opponent has 7 cards. I'm going to say boo. Doomfall. I reveal a card and you take it. What if all my cards are bad? Man, I'm sure glad he didn't use that on our Champion of Wits. I'm sure glad he didn't use that on our Champion of Wits. Yes, I'm killing this so we can flip search. So we can guaranteed flip search if we want. And it's going to take one of our powerful 5-drops to not do it. Oh, well, we could just draw one of our powerful 5-drops. Untype these two. How many times do I have to click them? Come on, Snoop. I said come on, Snoop. Down you guys. The best around. Our opponent will never kill our Champion of Wits now. Alright, we'll take this one then. We'll never beat all the walkers. A human can only beat some of the walkers. Can't beat them all. Some people can't accept defeat. You have somebody like that named Ricky from our local store. He'd be wildin' and crazy. That's not good for us, is it? Oh, is there anything we can do? Is there anything we can do? We can get our creature out of the graveyard. I guess that's something. Let's start with an attack, I guess? See what kind of crazy blocks he puts out there? Yeah, I like attacking. Wait, why does this not have damage on it? Okay. It went away and then it came back. That's just weird. It's just so terrible meme. Yeah, I saw the lands you put on it, George. Sean told me about them. Don't have another friend. Alright, that's pretty good too. I don't know how we beat this. We need to draw something, but like we don't have anything in our whole in the whole wide world. Kinda want to use the Ascanta. I kinda want to use Ascanta here. To try to hit a syncopate or like a contempt, but that's that joke is I don't know what to say about that. But we're gonna win this game for like a long time. That's unfortunate. I was kind of hoping if we just held up our mana, he wouldn't go for it. And we whiffed, so we're probably dead then? I mean, we still have the same out. And just like top deck and contempt. Alright, that's better than top decking nothing. We are, we're hustling. We're jumping through every hoop we can jump through here. Oh, they had another, and even if we do draw Vraska's Contempt this turn, that means they're redrawing the other. So we really need to let's just top deck of Vraska's Contempt. What does this do? So this lets me exile a history card and replay it. The only history card we have is this, so it doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. Alright. Guess we play this game again. And we whiffed again. Now he's drawing a backup Scarab God, so even if we do draw an answer to this one and it resolves, he can just use the backup. So we have to like draw an answer for this, it resolve, and us draw an answer for the next. I think I have to take this 5 damage. I don't think it's time to pick them up. I mean, it's probably time to pick them up since there's only 1 contempt left in the main deck, but I don't know. I'm not a pick 'em up fellow. I'm not a pick 'em up fellow. Like, honestly, we're not dead, are we? So we'll start by passing the turn. Alright, here's where we have to make some decisions. So that's going to be a 4/4. We can block it with the Ballista, put 2 counters on the Ballista, throw 3 damage at the opponent. Opponent goes down to 8. This puts opponent at 5. Next turn, we can play this on a Walking Ballista, but that doesn't work because of the Scarab God. Yeah, it just doesn't work because of the Scarab God, does it? This gives him Revolt to even kill our Shalai, which is a card that we desperately need in this situation. If he's got a Fatal Push or a Contempt, I assume we just lose, but if he doesn't, I think we're still playing. And I gotta tell you guys right now, playing feels better than not playing. Man, I'm hustling. I'm doing literally everything I can. Him having that extra land puts it over. Shoot. Well, potentially puts it over. I'll rephrase. Alright, let's see what the man has. This is our chance. This is not our chance, by the way. We're still just dead. It's our chance to get a Walking Ballista into play. Ah! Oh, I forgot to play my land! I forgot to play my goddamn land! Excuse my language. I don't even know if that matters, but I forgot. How do I fight this long and still be alive 33 turns later and forget to do something that simple? You tell me. You tell me how I forget to do something that simple at this point in the game. I want to choke myself. It very likely doesn't matter at all, but like wow, I tried that hard really, and I just like make that big of a punt. I'm gonna make that big of a punt. I could have just scooped an hour ago. Actually, I couldn't. This is match 5, so we're done afterwards. If I scooped an hour ago, though, I could be eating ice cream. And if eating ice cream's wrong, I don't want to be right. So if I take that, it's 5 plus 6, 7, 8, 9. So a bro doesn't even kill me. I don't want to put this in the graveyard because he can buy it back and get nothing. Actually, that has more power then, so I should probably want to do it like this, right? Could just double block it too. That's okay, that's fair. This doesn't get him anything back right now. He doesn't have anything in his graveyard, so. And the power on this might be relevant. We have one more Walking Ballista in our deck, too. So even if he does have a Contempt or something that can kill this Cholet, even if he does have either of those things, we still have an out to just drawing the other Walking Ballista. I don't want to kill the Scarab God because I don't want to turn on Fatal Push. This card might be lethal. I specifically don't want to give him a Fatal Push target. Like, I don't want to give him Revolt. That's unfortunate. Like, I really just did not want to give him Revolt. It looks like he had it anyway. And now he can buy back and kill one of our things. So we have to draw the last Walking Ballista now. That's not the last Walking Ballista. Like, I felt pretty good. He didn't have the Fatal Push last turn. Do I have any other plays I can make? The knight and the knight, it takes two things to be lethal on the ground, and he had at least two activations up. So like, even if he had a if he did have a fatal push to kill the Shalai, he would have been able to make a blocker to kill whatever creature I have, and I wouldn't have done 2 damage to him, so he'd still be at 5. Like, he'd still have a creature in play. He would just activate this as it's going away. So he'd have 1 blocker no matter what. Just Shillelagh would be dead, and like he wouldn't be lethal. I don't have another Contempt in my deck. I don't think I have anything I can really do here. Thinking about my deck list. Oh, well, I'm down to 10 minutes too. Just not even paying attention, am I? The search doesn't do anything. The search doesn't get a the search can't get a walking ballista. I just can't win if I don't get a walking ballista this turn. So I'm going to go ahead and attack to make him spend his mana. And then we're going to cycle the pulls and then probably scoop. Yeah. There might have been a way to get an additional turn, but there wasn't going to be a way to stop him from getting the 4 life gain and get an additional turn and continue playing. Our opponent missed land drop number 3, 1 or 2 turns, and we still lost that game. I like that we played that game for the most part as well. I don't think that's good enough. The Rona was almost good enough that game. Maybe I could have played that game a little differently. I think I'm going to shave a couple of these on the play because we also have walking ballistas to kill glints. I don't think I want anything else. Maybe I want Spyglass. I probably don't want Spyglass. I'll get rid of the syncopates. I'll bring in these because of searches and bloodfasts, maybe. These don't actually do much here, do they? N-O-K-E. For... I have to play faster this game. I only have 10 minutes left to play 2 games. I put just way too much talking into that last game. Never mind. We did mulligan a bunch, or we mulliganed that last game too. Looks like we're mulliganing again. I'm going to put that on bottom. I just don't want it. It's not good enough for me. Like, I want that land, but I want a white land, or I want, like, something to do with our mana. Just wild and crazy duress. Cool thing is, he either has to take the fatal push or give us a target for Rona. He took the fatal push. That probably means that he's going to play a bro soon. That's fine. Champion Wits gives us something to put under the Rona if we want. Short. I don't know why my card's not casting. That's bad. I guess I'm just going to put you in the graveyard and you in the graveyard. There's a good chance that I probably should have just put the Rona in the graveyard, but the Rona gives us something to cast next turn, and we can start using the 4 and tap it ability, which might get us somewhere. I think we're really far away from being able to leverage the Jace's defeat anyway. So I'm going to cast this. I feel like there's a reasonable chance that he's got like a fatal push or something. So I don't really want to exile the Teferi yet. I have to get another swamp, I think, because of the Liliana. He actually didn't have a push. Or he didn't want to use it, who knows. Happy to trade the Walking Ballistas. Man, his search is killing us. Willing to counterspell anything. Hey, Vladimus, not a lot, just getting smashed. Getting very smashed. Behind on lands, he's got an active search for Azcanta, and we're behind on cards. And we're left with a powerhouse Rona in our hand. This is a chat member's Esper deck. I won't say who to protect their dignity. Do them a solid by hiding the information. What? How do you just have us? How do you just have 2 Scarab Gods every time? Wait, that's what our deck should be doing. My bad. I forget things sometimes. So now we have to kill this and the one he draws? Well, we could do neither of those things, so this game's over. This game is over, it looks like. Guess we'll get the creature out of our graveyard so that he can't so that he can't exile it. What? I don't even think I'm making very close decisions. I don't think any of the decisions I've made have been particularly close. he puts that top Scarab God on the bottom of his deck, we still have a chance. He did. He got rid of the Scarab God. That means we have a chance. So we can still just like draw a Contempt. Yeah, but it's been like that every game. It's every game. Except game one. Game one we had great mana. Come on, Contempt. You're not a Contempt. Well, that was a misclick, not a punt. We didn't try to. We didn't intentionally make the wrong play. We misclicked. There's a difference there. Alright, so now we're dead. Guess we should just go ahead and cast this. I don't know what I'm going to do with a 1/1 Walking Ballista, but... I have to be dead at this point, right? I'm getting to draw 2 cards there. Just has to be too much at this point, I assume. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. I mean, it kind of does stuff, but it doesn't, you know? Still drawing to Contempt and hoping it resolves. Yeah, we'll say no on that. We'll draw it. Alright, well, that's step 1, assuming he has nothing. If he redrew another Scarab God after putting the one on the bottom, I'll be sad. It just feels like we can't beat that. Blocking here because we can potentially buy this back next turn. Arcos Bloodfast and wow, I like it. The card's great. Eldest Reborn. That's a problem. I guess you're the most useless card in my hand at the moment. Untap land would be good. Contempt would be good. You're neither of those things. You're neither of those things. Alright, let's gamble. Maybe he'll draw 7 lands. Alright. I have to discard a card. What will I ever discard? Let's discard you. So we just let our opponent draw 8 cards when he has 1,000,000 mana. If anybody thinks we're going to win this game, I have a bridge I can sell you. But has it? Has it really? We're up to no good. When's my ball game? An hour and 45 minutes? Yeah, I don't have enough time for another league, do I? I don't think I have enough time for another league. So you just buy this back. That doesn't do anything. Let's start with this. I thought you went to like a bunch of PPTQs and top 8'd 0. Am I incorrect on that? Because that's what I thought had happened. I could be incorrect. I'm not with you 24/7. I don't know. We can talk about that off stream, though. Nobody wants to hear us talk about this. Woo! I wonder if I can live long enough to die to this. I wonder if I can live long enough to die to the clock. I'm gonna guess that's no, that I can't live that long, but it seems like he drew pretty bad off the commit, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, he's still just not playing anything that's any good. Oh, he hit Walking Ballista. Boo. Opponent's not bad. Get. I don't know how we come back from the board now. Like we're way too far behind, but I guess maybe we could have tucked Sorcerer's Spyglass and drew a Walking Ballista. But that's gone at this point. And that wouldn't have mattered anyway because Das Canta or the double glint. Either way he would get the card back. Could have played it and ticked up. Maybe that does something. And the interesting note is his Sorcerer's Spyglass stops a Walking Ballista from killing me this turn. I don't know what I'm playing for here because I don't think I have an out at all. Oh, you want me just to scoop? I was playing it because of you. I would have scooped like 5 turns ago if it wasn't for you. Probably a lot longer than 5 turns ago. Alright, we'll take this one. Yeah. We can't even kill ourselves with it. We can't even kill ourselves with it. Alright, well, we got crushed. No pity chest today. And here's the deck we played for anybody who cares. I really want to try to get a league done with Esper. I don't think I have time because, like, I have to buy the deck, I have to build the deck, and I have to tune the deck. So I definitely don't think I have enough time for another league. I'm gonna host somebody. We're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for all stopping by. Thanks for, like, Chris and Buttons and Sparrows and Big Matt. All of you guys for the big hosts. And we'll throw some love to Misplaced Ginger, who's playing blue-black mid-range. I may be back in a few minutes to see if we can play the fastest league ever, but I doubt it. Anyway, take care, everybody. And thank you guys so much for coming by and the new follows. I guess I should look and see if I've had new follows. Well, never mind. I've already closed Streamlabs. So, suck it.